Okay, I'm going to help you with the math homework for tonight. And this should work. Current slide. This should look pretty much like page 342 in your math journal. Oh, 343, number 10. It's kind of tricky. Okay, what we have pictured are two bottles on the left side with fluid. On the right side, we have a bottle that's only half filled with fluid. I put in a square that's blue to represent the fluid. We also have 4, 8, 12, 15, 18 marbles. Okay, an empty bottle weighs as much as 6 marbles. So that's a clue that we need to keep in mind as we do this problem. Okay, so an empty bottle weighs 6 marbles, but we don't know how much a full bottle weighs. That means we have to figure out how much the fluid inside the bottle weighs by itself. So we need to find out how much the liquid weighs, or the fluid. So we need to get rid of all the bottles so that we just have liquid on one side and marbles on the other. And I know it's hard to understand or imagine just fluid suspended, but if you can imagine maybe it's frozen, that helps me with the problem a little bit. Let me go back a little bit. Okay, so we want to get the fluid on one side and the marbles on the other. So something we can start doing is getting rid of the bottles. Now we know a bottle weighs the same as a bottle, so we can get rid of the bottle on both sides. Okay, and the original clue was we had an empty bottle weighs the same as 6 marbles. So we can also get rid of a bottle and 6 marbles. So we're getting closer to just having fluid on one side and marbles on the other. And we still don't forget that clue about the 6 marbles weighed the same as 1 empty bottle. Okay, we can also get rid of the half fluid that's on the right side. And if we do that on the right side, on the left side, we have to get rid of half the fluid. So now we're getting really close. We have the contents of one bottle without the bottle and half the contents of another and marbles. So we've really come close to solving this problem because we have just all fluids on one side and marbles on the other. We have the fluid from one whole bottle and half from another. We have 12 marbles. Now, I gave you a picture that looks like this, and I think it helps. So that looks like the fluid from a full bottle, just the fluid, weighs the same as 8 marbles. And look. And the fluid from half a bottle equals the same as 4 marbles. Now, we got to combine this. We knew that a bottle by itself weighed 6 marbles, and now we know the fluid inside of a bottle weighs 8. So what this slide will show you is that we could have, since we know that the fluid weighs 8 marbles, we could replace the fluid with marbles and put 8 marbles inside this bottle, 8 marbles in the other bottle, and on the right side, 4 marbles in another bottle. And if we count all these up together, we'll see that each side equals 28 marbles. Both bottles are 6, so that's 12, plus the 8 marbles in one is 20, plus the other 8 is 28. Now come to the right side, we have 4, 8, 12, 15, 18 marbles by themselves. The bottle by itself represents 6 marbles, so that's 24, plus this is 28. So that's how we know we're right. There's a lot of different ways you could draw and explain this, but the answers were the fluid weighed 8, and a bottle with fluid in it was 14. 6 plus 8 is 14. That was a lot of steps. It was a challenging problem, but do your best to put that in writing in your baseball answer for your homework for tonight.